Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
What is going on, faithful? It is Tuesday, which means it's the John and Wayne show, and I'm here with, man, one of the best people on the planet. Wayne, how we doing, my friend?
I'm doing a lot better than I was on Sunday. I had to give it some time, bro. And it's still tough to talk about, and I know we're gonna get into it just a little bit, but it's still tough to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's weird. You feel like dirty, right? Like it just feels just not thing, correct and off place. It's like I'm in the middle of a Stranger Things episode, and I'm loving it. I'm having a great experience, but man, they just killed Sean Austin. He just got ate by demon dogs. And yet we got to keep going. So it's what it is, man. I love Trey and excited for his recovery. Really excited about that. Which I don't know if you guys caught it earlier today. Wayne and I were on 49ers.com, which was so cool. Really had an awesome time on their supporters club. Wayne, that was really, really cool. Glad that you stopped by. That was, I don't know, it was such a cool experience, man.
I had to support my bro, man. And the funny thing is I clicked the thing by mistake because I was trying to log in. Like it was just crazy. You know?
So here's what happened. I'm doing the live show, and then I see Wayne's video comes on the bottom, and I'm like, what is this? They didn't tell me like people could join or not join. So you bet your ass I clicked on it. So it threw Wayne into the live feed, and they start messaging me, and they're like, did you do that? And I was like, I think so. And it was awesome. It was awesome, man. It was great.
Thank you for having me on, though.
Dude, it was incredible. What's up, Troy? Appreciate all the faithful coming in here. Get in your questions. We got Clayton behind the scenes. Now, if you saw the title of the show, this is 49ers moving forward. We're going to bracket this conversation with a little bit of kind of what happened week 2, but more importantly, focusing forward. And I've got a fun power rankings Q&A. I'm going to put Wayne to the test before this show's over, which I'm excited about. And on top of that, Wayne, did you give away your jersey earlier today, right?
I gave away the jersey, but I forgot to announce the winner, so I could do it. So I didn't I just been. You know what happens when I'm by myself? When I'm by myself, wrong side.
We got a Brandon Ayuk autograph jersey. We got a Kyle Juszczyk autograph jersey. We just giving stuff away over here. I didn't even, you know what's funny? I woke up and I was like, oh, I should do a giveaway. I'm feeling really, really good. I do game day giveaway, and I tweeted out. And then I scroll down, and Wayne tweeted out the same damn thing. It's like crazy, 5 minutes before me.
It's like our minds are in sync for some crazy reason. And I had the graphic ready to go. And I was just like, let's just do it. Let's just give it away. Let's do it. And I got a winner. And it was sucked. And you know what was funny? I had to ask my wife. I was like, hey, babe, what's 15 hours from the time right now? I had to go to the timestamps just to make sure, because I had some cheaters. That put it in at 7 p.m. When the game was over. It's always my first time doing something on game day like that. It was crazy.
So I'm going to announce our giveaway winner real quick. We did a predict the score competition on Twitter and Patreon, and it was 24-7 or 27-7. The closest, like the fewest points off, there were a lot of people that were close, was this is the Twitter handle, might not be listening live, S_loading_G said 24-7. That was the closest one. So I'm going to reach out to them if they're not listening. Congratulations. I'll get that Kyle Juszczyk one sent out to you. Yeah, that's awesome. So
I'll make my announcement tomorrow. What happens on my show is, John, the people in the chat derive the show. Like the show just goes all the way to the right, and I got to do what you do. Give it away before you start the give it away. Right before the show starts. That way I can go to a whole different portion of the show. So tomorrow it'll be given away.
Dude, 49ers Media. He says, John, I've been seeing you post a lot more on Instagram. Keep it going. Yeah, that's shout out to my man Eric who's helping me out. I'm following in Wayne's footsteps as much as possible. Twitter's kind of my thing, Twitter and Patreon, but I'm trying to expand. And now check out our Facebook for you Facebook people. We cook it over there now too, baby. Niners Rush. Look it up. Look it up. Now, let's get into some football, okay? Sorry for the long intro. It's longer than normal, but we love you guys. The community's for real. What's up, Coach Cruz? Couple transactions took place today. Number one, Marlon Mack gets promoted to the active roster. He was on the practice squad. He had a week to kind of get his stuff together. TDP goes down, ankle sprain. Yikes. Now Jordan Mason, I think, steps into running back 2, and now Marlon Mack is running back 3. Is that the way you see it?
No.
Yeah. Man,
I think Marlon Mack is running back 2 and Jordan Mason is going to be running back 3. I think that's the way Kyle Shanahan wants it. And it has something to do with Jordan Mason and special teams. Like, I think that's what he wants the majority of his reps to be. And if he'll be the emergency running back. You know what I'm saying? He'll be that guy, I think.
I go back and forth because here's my issue. The fact that Jordan Mason was active week 1 and week 2, 0, not snaps, not carries, nothing on offense. Yeah, what's up, man? I see you 49ers, George. Bring it in the Leon Rhymes. I have a Leon Rhymes encounter one time. I'm working out in the gym. This was in Kansas City, Missouri. I was in grad school. And I'm running on a treadmill, not well, very slow. And I look over and I'm like, oh, that's a famous person. And I know it's a famous person. I was like, I don't know who that is.
How'd you know it was a famous person if you didn't know who it was?
I could tell it was somebody. I could tell. I was like, man, I know that's somebody. And it's nobody. Go ahead.
Did she have an entourage like with her?
So like I saw her and I was like, man, I feel like that's somebody. Like, I feel like I know who they are. And then there were lots of people coming up to her. And I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, man, I wonder who that is. And then I heard somebody say, oh, that's Leon Rhymes over there. And I was like, oh, that's what's up. I was jogging next to her on a treadmill. I was totally going faster than her. I would like everybody to know that, which is important for me.
All right.
I'm a slow runner. Anyway.
That's a cool story, though.
Now, back to Mason, which more important. Some point he's going to get a carry, man.
Absolutely.
It's got to happen because he showed how good he could be. It's just all the other stuff, which we've talked about before, when he doesn't have the ball at his hands. That's what scares me. But, man, give this kid a chance.
I think if they give Mason the ball, he's going to outrun every running back. But I think he just lacks other things, and I think Kyle's just waiting for him to be right. I mean, this is what Kyle does, guys. You should be used to it by now. He did it. I feel like he was doing it with Trey Lance too. Like I'm going to utilize people with their strengths and give it time, and then hopefully they'll build and get stronger in the other areas of the game. I think that's what it is.
My thing is like the time is now because Elijah Mitchell's out. TDP is out. You got Jeff Wilson, who played really, really well.
Yet the dude he's bringing in other running backs, bro. You know what though, John? You could be right because I was so happy to watch TDP get some carries in this past game. He ended up getting injured, but look, it was really like a breath of fresh air because he had some big yard gains and then he had some behind the sticks gains. So it was it was good to see that Kyle Shanahan did decide to go with a young guy. And so maybe Jordan Mason is the guy. Maybe Marlon Mack isn't the guy. Maybe you use Mack to spell Jeff Wilson if he gets tired, but that running back too, maybe it is Jordan Mason.
I'll say this. If you see Marlon Mack go out there on that second or third drive, Jordan Mason ain't getting
in the game. Okay.
He's not getting in the game offensively. So, like, that's what I'm going to be watching. Like, and I like Marlon Mack. I was a big fan way back whenever he came out of the draft. We traded up for that spot to get Joe Williams. Colts traded back with us and got Marlon Mack.
That draft. Okay.
Yeah, that hurt. But I like Mack. And then he hurt his Achilles. But if you watch the preseason game, 49ers Texans, looked like he got it burst back. Like he's got a little bounce to his step, but don't expect all world anything. It's not going to be there anyway.
He's good pass protected though in the backfield. He's good.
I hope he's that third down guy. That's what I want to see him.
That's what I want to see him. And I like that. So maybe you let Mason use him in on third downs.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is a much better defense that we're playing this week than we have weeks 1 or 2.
Absolutely.
Bears weren't great. Seattle was awful. Broncos, they're top 3 in points allowed and yards allowed. So now they have played the Texans and Seahawks, but so have we. We played the Seahawks and the Bears. So like this is going to be a test on who's legit. Broncos or 49ers defense. I think both are, to be honest with you, but I think the 49ers are the best defense in the NFL. Yeah, I think they're that damn good.
Yeah. And I think it comes down to overall defense too, because I think our secondary is better than their secondary.
Which is crazy. Justin Simmons, he's out, right? Their stud safety, our stud safety's out.
What's wrong with this? Like this is it's gonna be a good game. I can tell you that right now. It's not gonna be an easy game, it's gonna be a good game. And I feel like the defense that plays the most sound will help their team lead their team to a victory.
Yep, I like that. Now, okay, here we go. Another transactions. The 49ers bring in like 7 quarterbacks, and they finally signed one. It was the same guy we were talking about, Kurt Benkert, which name just messes up my dyslexic head. Kurt Benkert. I couldn't find him earlier. I was like, where is Ben Kurt? Like I'm typing his name in. I was like, this player doesn't exist. It's Kurt Benkert. Which just anyway. He's played before with the Falcons, with the Packers. He's on the practice squad. What's up, Sin? Oh, I love Sin. Which reminds me, oh my gosh, we're having a Zoom hangout tomorrow night. Ooh. So I kind of impromptu emergency Zoom hangout. We usually do it on the weekends, but with the Trey issue and all that stuff, I just thought it'd be good to get together, have a little therapy session. That's going to be tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Jerry Rice tier and above tomorrow at 5 p.m. So if you want to join that, come join us. It's going to be a good time. We're going to chit chat, talk all things 49ers, but we're going to get some stuff off our chest. Nice. So Kurt Benkert, he's on the practice squad now, not on the active roster.
Correct.
Which means it goes Jimmy, then Brock Purdy. Thoughts?
If Jimmy gets hurt, we're screwed.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts. Those are my thoughts. If I'm not 49ers, I'm trying to make sure that Jimmy Garoppolo stays well protected. But Jimmy has to do some things to stay protected himself as well. But if he goes down, I think our chances are very slim. Like right now, I still feel like our chances are up here. But if he goes down, yeah. And it's not, you know what? I think Brock Purdy could come in here and complete passes in the NFL, but I mean, you're putting a guy that's you thought Trey Lance was raw. Like, I don't want to see Brock Purdy play yet. Not yet.
Not yet. And right here, Johnny Dale's Football Academy in the house.
Yes.
Man. This dude is a legend. He says Purdy's scary is what it is. And I'm putting this on Johnny right now, man. You got to email me when we doing another show together, man. We got to set that up.
On my way to a wedding watching you guys. I like that.
There we go. But yeah, it's rough. And we know Jimmy gets hurt. We know Kyle allows his quarterbacks to take hits. This is 9 surgeries, which again, Johnny pointed out when we were recording together. We are now up to 9 surgeries for quarterbacks since Kyle Shanahan has arrived, which is a problem.
Yes, someone asked me on my show, is Kyle Shanahan like the quarterback killer?
Running back and quarterback killer, perhaps.
It's the backs. The word backs. Maybe we need to change it to like quarter something else or something. I don't know what it is, but for some reason,
Anthony reached out to me in email. Anthony J, shout out to him. He says, and I want to get your take on this. He says, do you think, I have a pretty staunch answer, but I want to hear what you got to say on this. Do you think Kyle should give up play calling? He says, the fire Kyle Shanahan, that's dumb. No way in hell. But should he give up play calling? Should he still do the scheme, game plan, head coach, but allow somebody else to call the plays? What do you think?
Offensive coordinator, right?
Like a real offensive coordinator.
I think that would be a good. I think I hate to say it, but yeah, right. I would love to see a different mind come in here and utilize the talent that he has. It seems like Kyle Shanahan like covets these players. And he's overprotective, so he doesn't allow them to do certain things. And you just be like, dang, Kyle, just open it up. Just open it up. Yo, you can, as I was sitting down breaking down the offensive film for the Patreon, and I'm like, dang, man, Kyle runs 11 personnel and everything. He's interchanging different players in that type of personnel, and it's just like he still won't open it up. Everything is short across the middle, and it's just like, dude, like I don't know. And then opening it up doesn't even mean taking it down the field. Like, be more creative in your run game. Be more creative. I don't know how much Mike McDaniel played in that, but if you look at what Miami is doing, he clearly has full control. Or
chunking it everywhere, man.
Just
with Tua.
And I don't even think they have that much of greater talent. I think they're just not afraid to use it. And Kyle is afraid to use it. So I think if he had an offensive coordinator, the question is this, though. So that's my answer to that question. My question to you is, if Kyle had an offensive coordinator like Anthony Lynn, if he would let him be the offensive coordinator, would Kyle trust him and let him do his thing? That's the question.
No.
Right.
No.
So we can nip this whole junk in the bud.
And so, Anthony's question, I like it. I want Kyle to call plays. I want Kyle to be the head coach. But I want a check yourself coach. Coach.
I thought that's what Anthony Lynn was going to be.
I did too. That's what I was hoping for. But Kyle's Kyle, man. Kyle is Kyle. Mike was Mike. Dad's same way.
Dad was the same way, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
You knew what you were getting. And yeah, I'm with you. Brandon, I wish Lynn would be the offensive coordinator. That would be great. Yeah, I'm with you. It ain't happening, man. I mean, you let Kyle pick his GM. Like this.
That was the only way we were going to get him to sign here.
Yeah, because we didn't have a quarterback. And Kyle, he outlined this. Man, I think it was on the Flying Coach podcast, which was really, really good with him and McVay and Schrags. And they were like, Kyle said, there were 3 things that I wanted to become a head coach. Number 1 was a franchise quarterback in place. Never go to a place unless there's a franchise quarterback in place. And so whenever he interviewed with the 49ers, they didn't have that, obviously. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to make a ridiculous list of demands. And if they say no, then no big deal. But they said yes to everything. And they let him do whatever the hell he wanted. And I love that. I love Kyle Shanahan. Please do not mistake that.
For sure.
But is he perfect? No, he's not. And that's okay. I would prefer Kyle Shanahan over probably 30 other head coaches, probably over 30. Mike Tomlin's probably my favorite human being in the NFL.
Oh, hands down.
I'm the biggest Mike Tomlin fan that exists, and I hate the Steelers. But anyway, I digress. So you got Ben. I did it again. Ben Kurt, as your practice squad quarterback. I do not expect him to be active. I think you go into the games with 2 quarterbacks. Brock Purdy, man, that's there. It's crazy. And let's deal with this. Okay, Thomas, what's up, Thomas? It's nice to see you. He's joining us on Facebook. We are live on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, not on Instagram, sorry, YouTube. We're all over the place. Kyle says this. Kyle talking about Josh Allen really pisses me off. He should watch Bills games before no, I disagree with that. Josh Allen has developed into an elite passer, which runs if needed. He didn't used to, though. Thomas, you're correct. Yeah, if you're comparing Trey Lance to Josh Allen now, that's a wash. You're not going to do that. Yeah. But if Josh Allen ran even more so than Trey has, and on top of that, so has Jalen Hurts. Kosh put out the numbers. And yeah, like Trey Lance has run about the same as Kyler Murray has early on in his career, but way less than Josh Allen. But now, yeah, Josh Allen's throwing way more, but it's been different. Different.
I think I was getting into an argument, not an argument, but I didn't want to get into the argument because, on my show, I believe it was Dion, he called in or somebody called in and they talked about that. And I was like, well, perhaps Kyle Shanahan was talking about Josh Allen when he first got to the NFL, and he was like, well, he didn't declare that in the presser. And I'm like, the coach got like 100 things going on. He's got to deal with this injury, and you want him to declare Josh Allen rookie season with the Buffalo Bills ran the ball all the time. I just don't think it works like that. I just think he answered the question, and it is what it is, guys. Like Kyle's going to be the head coach. We're going to have to just sit back and just hope he has a plan B, C, D, E, F, G, and trust. And where's our faith? Where's our faith? Why are we called the faithful?
We're the faithful.
I never understood that. We should be called something totally different. That way it fits who we are as a personality, as a fan base, because all we're doing is moaning and complaining about every little thing. Granted, I don't want our players getting injured, but we just have to have some type of faith in like the players that we have. Like they go out there every week, suit up, practice, do all that stuff, go out on the field and play 100%. And here we are complaining about whatever. So let's try to just support who we got. Dang, it's not hard. And I'm not talking to anybody specifically. I'm talking to the faith of it. We just got to find a way to support it. It sucks, but we got to support. We got to be faithful.
Yeah, I'll say this, and this question right here, I love it. USMC, appreciate the support. He says, "Did y'all touch on Trey may be healed by December?" Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's lots of different reports that are out there, and I want to say my physical training helper, Laurel, shout out to her. She has sent me pages of notes on this injury and her thoughts on it. I'm too dumb to probably narrate all of the things that she has said, but yes, it is completely realistic that he could be healed and ready in December. However, with that, you got to be careful because he's not going to be in football shape. You can't run, you can't work out, you can't squat, you can't do all that stuff until that foot gets better. So you're talking minimum 2 to 3 months there, and then he'll be quote unquote healed, but that's going to be the issue.
If he
that's going to be the issue. If he came back.
If he came back and we used him in the playoffs, guess what Kyle's gonna do with him?
You're gonna run him.
He's gonna run him. I just want people to understand, like this is who our coach is, and that is Trey's probably greatest thing. John. I promise you, I went back and I broke down all 3 of Trey Lance's runs from that game, and they were. I wish I can curse and show. They were so pretty. John, they were pretty. He didn't hesitate. He hit it looks like he hesitates when we watch it in real life. When you go back and watch it, he hits first of all, the first run, John, was a quarterback draw. I was bitching and complaining, saying, Kyle, just run the damn draw. Stop the power. He did run the draw. Trey Lance got 7 yards on the draw. Why? Because he goes back, he acts like he's going to pass, and Piron takes off. Starting goal speed was pretty fast. Does he have the elusiveness? Hell nah. It's not what he do. It's not who he is. He doesn't have elusiveness. He's not stepping to the side and doing Alvin Kamara and Saquon Barkley stuff. No, it's not who he is. But he can get you those yards. The lanes were so open. It was like Moses parting the Red Sea on all 3 runs. Even the play he got 2 yards on the injury play, Mike McGlinchey had the greatest run block of his entire life. Did you see the block where he just, Trey was going this way, and Mike said, like a missile, and took somebody out of the play and allowed, I don't know. I just get excited because we have a quarterback that can do things that we just haven't really seen before. And now you got to take that page out of you got to take that element out. And now we're going to go back to, the norm, I guess.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It is a little bit of a regression. And we're going to get Trey back. He's 22. Whether he's ready by December or not, next year's kind of the frame of reference. We'll deal with that in 2023, all the drama that's going to come back. Right now, we got Jimmy G. Our plan B is wonderful. Mm-hmm. And I like what we just saw on there. Faithful, like I believe in the faithful. Like I really do. I think there's a couple loudmouths that make a lot of money off of creating dissension, and people buy into that. And I know they buy into that because a lot of my DMs and emails from a lot of the negative people all have the exact same phrases. And I'm like, where did they come up with this exact same phrase? And then I'll go to Twitter and it's like, oh, there it is. It's just, that's what it is. So I would argue, not saying that those people aren't faithful. That's what I'm saying at all. You're allowed to be a negative complaining fan. That's okay. My dad in front of me got thrown out of over 20 Braves games as a kid growing up. That was like my childhood. Like, and we would tell, like my brother and I would look at each other in the 3rd inning and be like, it's going to be an early night, my friend.
Is he arguing with the umps? How do you get thrown out of a Braves? How do you get thrown out of a baseball?
Alcohol was involved quite a bit.
Understood.
Understood. And if you left a runner on base, F words were going to be flying no matter who was around. That was just the way in which I was raised. And so it was just like, oh, here goes.
Great.
And he was the biggest Braves fan ever. But yeah, definitely getting kicked out a lot. Faithful then, faithful now. That's what's up, Kelly. I love it. I love it. Now, okay, here we go. Let's do this. Now, before we jump to some power rankings questions, excited about this weekend, man. Excited about this weekend.
John.
We have not one, not two, but 3 events in Denver going on. So if you get in early Friday, Wayne and I are getting in Friday. We're just throwing just a get together, hang out, no money, no anything. Just come say what's up. We are going to be on it's called, I want to make sure I say this right. The Deck Rooftop from 6 to 9 p.m. in Denver. So they've got a rooftop. We're just going to go up there and chill. We might even record up there. I haven't even talked to Wayne about that, but let's just maybe do a record episode, come hang out. That's Friday night chill. Saturday, we got the man who is now a freaking Hall of Famer nominee, Navarro Bowman. He is going to be out with us. Get your tickets, 49ers Rush Road Trip. You want to autograph, you want to meet the Bowman himself. That's Saturday at Tivoli Brewing House. Ticket space limited. I say it every time. People don't listen. And then sure enough, the events happen and people are outside. Why can't we get in? Sorry, we sold out. It's what it is. It's only $10 to get in. It's not like we're charging a lot. If you want the autograph, that's $49. If you want the picture, that's $40. That goes with that. Then the day of the game, which I'm super pumped about, we're going to be back at Tivoli watching all the previous games. We got the TV set up, watching all the early games because we play Sunday night.
Night.
We're going to be there almost all day, watching all the other games, eating, drinking, all of that's included, then walking to the stadium together. Oh, man, I'm so pumped about Denver, my friend. It's going to be a good time. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. If you haven't been with us yet, please come out and hang out. Now, let's do this. David says, I wish I could join you guys. Sounds like a blast. Hey, man, we do every away game, and we're doing Miami. Or I'm doing Miami. I'm trying to get Wayne out to the Miami game. Trying to get Wayne out to Miami.
In San Francisco?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, what's the date?
December 4th, I believe. It's that early December. Anyway, okay, we're going to see. All right. I want to try to get him. Try. Now, all right, here we go. Wayne, I'm turning it over to you. I'm going to give you a list of teams. I'm going to bounce around. I want you to tell me, right now, current state, are the 49ers better than or worse than? Okay? I'm going to give you a bunch of names. You ready? And I'm going to bounce around. They're not in order. Okay. Are the 49ers better than the Vikings?
Yes.
Okay. 49ers or Bills?
Bills.
49ers or Raiders?
49ers.
Ooh. 49ers.
That's a tough one.
He hesitated right there. Okay. 49ers and Cowboys?
49ers.
All right. What about the Chiefs?
That's tough again. I feel like that's a push. I feel like that's my only push.
Okay. Saints.
I got to get you back to the Eagles one, though. 49ers are better than the Saints.
Okay, back to the Eagles.
I think the 49ers are better than the Eagles.
Ooh, I don't know. That offensive line.
I think our defense contain, especially this year. Last year, we struggled. This year, I don't think we would struggle against Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I really don't.
Okay. What's up? Mosquito Killer. He says, my brother and father are going to go to the Atlanta Niners game. Going to have to see. Guys, this is what we're about, man. Send people our way. Trust me. Somebody's coming out to a game. Tell them, hey, go check this out. If they don't like it, I will pay it back. I believe in our product. I believe in our experience we put out there. All right. What about Packers?
I think the 49ers are better than the Packers, unfortunately. I mean, I think they are. They look better.
Bucks?
They're better than the Bucks. The Bucks are injured. They're beat up.
Broncos, we're about to find out this week.
The 49ers are better than the Broncos, even with Russell Wilson.
I like it. Ravens?
That's tough because it's like, can the 49ers, the Ravens could put up points, but can they put up points against our defense? I don't know. That might be another push too, yo. I think that's close.
Okay, I like it. Ooh, look at this. Peachy's coming in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Jermaine's coming in Atlanta. Yeah. Oh, I'm from Atlanta. That's my people. I'm so excited
about that.
Yes. All right, here we go. From Green Glass Full.
Green Glass Full.
How about the Dolphins?
Shout out to Green Glass.
2-0.
Leaving me really great comments on the shows too, by the way. Are they better than the Dolphins? Who did the Dolphins play? The Patriots and the Ravens?
Yeah, beat them both. That's 2 quality wins, man.
I hate to say it, but I think the Dolphins might be better, bro.
Dolphins are good. Okay, here we go.
You know why? They're not afraid to take chances. Like the Dolphins will do whatever they need to do to get.
Did you hear the clip from Tyreek?
No.
Talking about the coach, Mike McDaniel?
No, what did he say?
First off, Tyreek Hill called him Mike McDaniels several times in a row, which is hilarious. Then he referred to the fact that he needs to buy a wheelbarrow so that he can carry around his gravitas, if you will. Yeah, because he's, which I hate Tyreek Hill with a passion, but I love me some Mike McDaniel. I love me some Mike McDaniel. Ballsy is correct, Sid.
Ballsy. That's what it is.
That is correct. Okay, last one, Rams.
Yeah, we're better than the Rams, man. What do you think I was gonna say? Now I had to think about it though, because they're still the chance, but they don't look the same.
So if I'm staying with your answers, we were a push, but no NFC team you had higher than the 49ers.
I know a lot of people are saying that the Eagles are better than the Niners. They didn't play us yet. I really think that who the Eagles beat? I mean, come on. Like they're beating teams. They went into it was rough this weekend. They right.
And then Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, come on, y'all. I mean, I know we haven't played anybody, but like, we played the Bears, we played, the Seahawks. But I just don't know. The Eagles on paper, they got a nice defensive line. They got a nice defense. They look good. I like Darius Slay Jr. They look good. And they gave us
like Slay as much as Kirk Cousins likes Darius Slay.
Kirk Cousins does not like anything about Kirk Cousins couldn't throw the ball to anybody.
Primetime Kirk, man. And again, I'm going to segue this, and I want to be selfish here. I have made so much money the past 5 years by just betting against Kirk Cousins anytime there's a primetime game. If it's Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, I bet against Kirk Cousins, and it always pays off, which, if you bet with us this week, we made money. Even with Trey getting hurt, mybookie.ag, use promo code 49ers, 49ERS, double your initial deposit. We put all our bets up on Patreon. We'll be doing betting specials later this week. I don't know, man. I made a lot of money off Kirk Cousins. I appreciate it.
Kirk Cousins just prime time. Damn it, Kirk. I'm glad I didn't start you with fantasy pool. Had a great week 1 and had a terrible week 2.
Yeah, if it's the early kickoff or the afternoon kickoff, start him with confidence. He's going to be great. But if the game matters, don't play him.
Don't play him.
Don't play him. Anyway, so that's all we got. Clayton, is there any more questions or comments that we missed? Let's get those up. Let's clear it up before we jump out of here. 49er Media says smash that like button. Listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. Wayne, will you take this Kelly one? I need a drink real quick.
Sure. Okay, John and Wayne. I hate to bring it up, but it's a hot topic, and we want your input. Is Lance's injury on Kyle, or is it just a fluke? Was he being used too much in the run game? John, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first?
Was he being used too much in the run game? No. The way in which they were running him, okay, now we're getting into the problematic territory. And then 3, you have to find somebody that can coach him not to take the big hits. And so if you look at the same rushing touchdown that Jalen Hurts had last night was the same damn play. Right up the middle, hit by a linebacker, defensive tackle, same time. But it's just injuries are freak weird incidents. And so it just happens. It happens. I don't like – go ahead.
No, that's why I called it it's a freak injury, because if you go back and rewatch it, I thought the impact from the linebacker was more detrimental. I thought that was the injury. Let's just keep it a buck. I thought he got hit, and I thought he was concussed for a little while. I thought Trey Lance was seeing Tweety birds going around his head. That's what I thought.
That was a big hit, but it was his ankle. It was his ankle.
Then when you go back and watch it, you see big 300-pound linemen like landing on top.
Yep.
And then next thing you know, there's the break. Matter of fact, Brindle grabbed Trey Lance, and Trey Lance got up.
Yeah. Floppy ankle and all
I'm like, damn, this kid is strong. Because if it was my ankle, I'd have been like, Mama, like, this hurts. My ankle look different, Mom. I can't. What is this? You know, my mom would have came running onto the field too, by the way. But no, like I don't think they were overutilizing Trey. And I know a lot of people feel that way because he's a quarterback. I do not understand why Kyle won't utilize him more in the passing game. Trey can throw. Just how do we know? How do we measure Trey Lance if he's not trying to throw the screen passes, or if he's not trying, like, if he threw a screen pass and it was bad, okay, then you move on to the next play, right? But Kyle wouldn't even attempt it. The moment Jimmy came in the game, it was bubble screens to Deebo Samuel to get the ball down the field. And that's Kyle Shanahan, Jimmy Garoppolo, and the yak game. I think Kyle was trying to change the game from yak because you didn't see much of it. It was like power run, play action if we got to it. And so I don't think it was bad. I think the injury was just a freak injury. Trey Lance had game positive yards. I was upset that he took the hit, but there was no way he could slide in that. Like, if he would have slid into that, he would have probably got some sweet chin music, but he ended up getting hit, and unfortunately his ankle got.
Yeah, I'm not a big blame guy. I'm not the big. I don't think that helps. Jimmy ran the same damn play
and got to the goal line. You remember that?
Yeah,
he got to the goal line and would have got in if he didn't run into Mike McGlinchey. Damn, yeah. I gave Mike McGlinchey props, but then Mike McGlinchey got in.
Thus the conundrum of Mike McGlinchey. He giveth and he taketh away. That is just the way it is, man. I love Mike. I really do. David, I love this question. And this same question was posed to Richard Sherman. Somebody asked him, can Hufanga make the Pro Bowl? And Sherman said, Pro Bowl, damn, why not all pro? Like, that's where he's playing at right now. Like, he is that damn good. Like, he is on the outskirts of the Defensive Player of the Year award. Now, that usually goes to a very solidified name in the football community, which Hufanga's not yet. But, yeah, I think if you were setting expectations, Pro Bowl, maybe all pro in the future. But, yeah, if his name was Fitzpatrick and he played the same way, Defensive Player of the Year.
Hands down. But I'm with
through 2 games. It's only 2 games. So you got to see a lot more.
The dude's playing some of the best football he's ever played on a professional level. And I think going into the season, we were worried, right? Because we were worried about him playing deep, and we still haven't seen it.
He made some good plays, though, coverage-wise.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. And so, like this kid instincts and football, like he gets it. I think he just gets football and he trusts his instinct and he makes it happen. In the run game, he's dangerous. In the pass game, he's lethal. And everybody else is getting better because he's getting better. And he guess who's the communicator out there? He's communicating. So like
crazy.
So all pro, Richard Sherman said, hey man, he is playing at an all pro level. And here's what's ironic. All this kid wanted to do when he got drafted was make the mother freaking special teams, yo. That's all he wanted to do. You can't make this up. You can't make it up.
Dude, I love it. George says this, will you guys be doing anything in Carolina? You bet your rear end we will. We are going to be at the Town Brewing Company Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, we got you covered, man. And literally every single place the 49ers go to, we are there. We are throwing parties. Mexico, man, not only are we throwing parties, we have 3 charter buses taking us from the game to the party, to the stadium, or to our hotel. Like, we got you guys. We're trying to find ways to get people together. And so that's important. It's important to me. So yeah, if you any away game or Miami Dolphins game, we got you. We got you. We got you. Anything else, Clayton, that we have missed? Questions? We're good to go. Wayne, what are our closing remarks, man, before we jump out of here, my friend?
Hey, man, we're going to be in Denver this weekend, and I'm excited. I can't wait to get back with you, man. We had so much fun in Chicago, but Denver's going to be on a whole nother level. And I'm preparing with some snow. So I'm bringing a snow parker, some boots.
Is it going to snow?
I don't know. I just don't know what
I don't think it's going to snow. Wait, don't tell me that.
Listen, look, we're going to Denver and our luck is our luck. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm ready and prepared. I got the starter jacket. It's going down. We're going to be in Denver. We're going to have a blast. Let's go. And we
all right, I'm looking at Sunday. Clear skies, no rain.
Okay.
High of 75. I think we're going to be all right. There's no rain.
Okay.
It's raining there now, and it's going to rain Wednesday. There is no rain from Thursday on. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay.
Hot in Denver? Like
it's sunny. It gets sunny, but not too hot. Not while we're there.
So even though that's 75, it would just be warm.
Right. And Juan, the great Juan Solis is going to be out with the fam. That's worth the price of admission for himself. Go get your freaking tickets, people. 49ers Rush road trip. I love it. Appreciate everybody. Thank you, Clayton, behind the scenes. Man, love it. Absolutely incredible. And shout out to my man, which I'm pretty pumped. Going to be hanging out with James W. once we get to Denver. That's going to be a blast. 49ers George 365. As always, you guys are the best. And until next time, stay strong, faithful.